Dropout Podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the first video of the year. Basically, we have been slacking. Basically, we just haven't.
Nah.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah.
We have. We've had the laptop and we've been able to edit and everything, but we've just been very lazy. But we're back now and we're starting to. We've got plenty of videos.
We're gonna have a new colour on the thumbnail this time, or no?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
we'll do a new colour this time.
Ooh, I wonder what it would be.
I don't know. We'll find out after this video.
Also, it might be a bit I don't know if it's gonna be laggy.
I don't know, but we've had problems again. So that's what we've been struck with, really.
Yeah.
I think we've had this
We're
conversation.
shit.
Oh yeah,
We're
basically.
real shit.
We've been just everything seems to go wrong all the time, and it hasn't been a very good start to like us doing podcasts.
No, I know.
But we've got a lot of podcast films, so we've got
Yeah.
plenty of episodes.
But this will be the first going up since we've been back. But I'm pretty sure in every single one that comes out,
we talk about this.
we talk about how it's the first.
Yeah. So it's gonna be funny.
really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, because we'll be like,
we'll eventually come to the point where we're actually in present
cool
time.
up. Yeah. But we've got plenty of them.
But we have
filmed.
so many shit to talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit to talk about, especially today, and so we basically wanted to just get back into the swing of things, didn't we? Because we haven't filmed in how long was it? 3 months.
3 months. Well, we haven't made one in.
We haven't made one in.
Oh no, we haven't
months.
uploaded one.
We haven't uploaded one in 3 months, but we've been making one every month. I think we've made a video.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
I remember there was a period like where we just fucking did like
churn in them out, literally. We were doing.
But
like
we
three.
lost. I remember one of them we fucking didn't even.
I know we haven't even We've got one with
So
Corey,
shit.
which is going to be going up after this probably.
Yeah, I think
that makes the most sense.
Yeah, we have a guest now.
So finally, I'm getting that video because we spoke about that previously.
Yeah, we bumped into him.
Yeah, we did.
I bumped into him after the pod, 3 months after we filmed it.
Yeah, and he was like, I didn't even realise. I was like, fair enough.
Yeah.
Literally, but no, we've been struck with like loads of issues, like with computers and everything like that. So we spoke about this before, but the main reason we wanted to come back on the podcast is because you got into an accident, didn't you?
I did.
So
I got into an accident. Is it called an accident? Would you consider it a car accident or a car crash? Because either way, it feels like each way you put it is you crash into another car.
I'd say a car accident.
But was it an accident?
Well,
I didn't purposely do it, so yeah, it was a car accident.
It wouldn't be a car crash because that I feel like I know as stupid as it sounds, a car crash literally needs to be two cars or into something.
Yeah, it was a car accident. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say. You can basically explain. Because I was like, I had a text in the morning. No, I saw on your story, I was like, and a lot of people did see on your story as well. A lot of people messaged you.
So many messages.
I know.
I got to the point where I was like responding them to like 3 days later because I was just like, fucking hell, I can't be.
Well, I saw it and it was like, up Morrison Hospital, can't believe I've had a car crash, don't know what the fuck.
Oh no, something about how my 2020 is going.
Yeah. But I remember you saying, and I was like, that was the first thing I did there when I woke up in the morning. I was like, Liam, what the fuck happened? And then basically take it away. Fucking what happened?
Finishing work, and I finish at 9 p.m.
You started that job recently as well.
Yeah. But quitting that job.
Yeah.
To move on to another job, but so I finish at 9 p.m. The shifts are dead. I hate it. That's probably rough to say online. I love the job. Anyway,
it's not rough to say. It's a hard shift.
Anyway, so I was on the shit shift anyway, and I finished at 9 p.m. and I remember I put on a song. I put on Juice WRLD Black and White.
Yeah.
And put it on, and 2 minutes. 2 minutes after I finish work, I get like within that I'm in my car and I'm driving, and I get off a roundabout. I'm going relatively fast, I think. Maybe going 40, speeding up to 50. And
that's completely reasonable, isn't it? Obviously.
Yeah, because I'm turning into a slip road, which is going on to, like, the M4.
Yeah.
Which is a motorway or a highway, wherever the fuck you're from. And so I need to speed up. And it's also slightly uphill, too. So I need to fucking speed up. But just before you get on the slip road, it's a slight curvature. Yeah. And there was, like, the whole storm, which one it was. There was a storm.
Dennis, I think.
Some shit like that.
Fuck.
The roads were hella fucking slippery.
Yeah.
And it was, basically, as I was turning, it was quite dark out, obviously. Yeah, it was very dark. And there was like either a fox or a rabbit that, went from the right side to the left side of the road.
Yeah.
And I swerved left to avoid it.
Yeah.
And then I started losing control left, so I swerved right. And then lost control of that, so I swerved left again. And all of a sudden my car, like, rotates left, so it's like facing that when the road's like that.
Fucking hell.
Goes airborne, flips, rolls over like 2 or 3 times. But in that time, I blacked out. I went unconscious.
That's fucking crazy.
And then my car obviously is fucked.
Fucked.
I have a new car now.
Well, if you can.
But anyway, yeah.
Show up before.
Yeah. Anyway, so then I eventually like woke up maybe like 20 seconds after.
Yeah.
And I was like parked up next against a tree facing like oncoming traffic, I was just off the road, thankfully. Yeah. I wasn't like in the middle of the road. I hit like a tree.
So you're gonna hit me then?
No, bro. Anyway, and I hit like a tree. So the driver's side, like just the driver's seat, the back was fucked, but just the driver's seat, so where I am, was fine. Was kind of fine. But I couldn't get out the passenger door. Everything around me was fucked, like completely fucked. It was caved in from the back, like at the back. There was a piece of my car on my passenger seat, and I was like, where is this from? I was like, where the fuck is this from? It came from nowhere, and it was. Right. I was like, what? And so I was confused.
Yeah.
And I remember looking around me as there's glass everywhere because the windows obviously smashed. There's shit everywhere. There's just fucking. I hit fucking trees and and I hit the road, so there's just shit everywhere. Everything is unplugged as well. Like I was listening to music, and when my aux unplugs, it pauses the music, and it paused exactly at 2 minutes on Juice WRLD's Black and White.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace. But anyway, and then I was like, fuck, and I the first thing I did, like after I looked around, I saw everything was fucked apart from me. I looked at myself like in the mirror. I like adjusted it because obviously it was fucked, and the first thing I like looked is like at my eyes, and I checked my body, and I was like, first thing I said out loud was, why the fuck am I still alive? Like why? I was just like, why? Like how is everything around me fucked, but everything isn't? And I remember during the time I was swerving, when I had consciousness, I remember thinking, like, this is it. Like, this is it. And I remember, even though that lasted a few seconds of going in, like, swerving out and backwards, that lasted forever for me. Yeah. In the moments, it lasted forever. And I thought I was going to die then. I was just like, okay, this is it. And I was completely fine with it. Because I think, that's, like, the first near-death experience I've ever had. Yeah. And, like, I couldn't control it. And I was just like, this is it. Yeah. And at that point, I was just like, at this point, within those few seconds where I could die, instead of me being mad about it, where I can't control it, I'm just like, okay, this is it. Yeah. So I genuinely thought I was going to die, and then that's why I was like, why the fuck am I alive? Everything else around me is fine. Yeah. But the police came, I had to climb out my passenger window, and then I like stood up, I was like walking, I was dazed as fuck, I was like, what the fuck? I had like scratches on my head here, just very light scratches, but my head was hurting, like it was killing me. And then these cops came, they checked the car, whatever, talked about that, and then I went to hospital, and then they found, I was there for a little bit, and then they said I need to go to a more, somebody working there can't see me at that hospital, because they're not I don't know, they didn't have the right person. Yeah. So I needed to go to
it's a minor fracture unit. So
so I needed to go. I don't know what the words are for it, but I needed to go to like a higher up hospital. So I went to Morrison. I was there for so fucking long, but they were asking me like if I smoke and stuff like that, and I was like, oh damn. Like yeah, my dad was with me. Yeah. And I was like yeah. But my parents already know anyway. Yeah. But I was just like, I hate them hearing that I smoke, you know? Just fucking, because I so like against it. Anyway, sidetrack. So they tested me, they did like tests on me, like check my limbs, like the reflexes and shit like that. And then I got...
Everything was all good with that stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, all my limbs and everything was fine. It was just my head. Like, my head was killing me. And because I blacked out during a period of time, they were worried as fuck, because if I blacked out, that shows that something could have happened to the brain that I don't know about during the time I was unconscious.
Did they say why you blacked out?
No, I know. I probably just hit my head. That's when my head was hurting. I'd probably hit my head as the car was rolling, and it blacked me out.
It could have been adrenaline.
Yeah, too much adrenaline. I don't know.
It's weird because like when I remember when obviously I spoke to you, I was really taken back. I was like, holy shit. I said to you, I was legit like, alright, you should be dead then. And you were like, yeah. I was like, fuck.
You know what, like, fucking, not gonna name, but like, I remember like posting about it, and the reason I posted about it because I post about anything. So like, if I'm in a car crash and I'm fine, I knew I was fine.
Yeah.
Then I was just like, and it was kind of, I take everything as a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely do, and I was just like, the picture is just me like smiling with my thumbs up, like, how's your 2020 going?
Yeah.
It's funny to me. It's
yeah.
funny as fuck to me. That's the best way I can address it.
But can you see why it gets interpreted?
Yeah, I know.
Incorrectly.
Yeah. But anyway, somebody, not going to say, the reply was like, you replied like 14 hours later, and he was... Oh, no, I replied like 14 hours later or something. Either one. And he was just like, if you tweet about it, then you're fine or something like that. Or surely that it wasn't that serious or something like that. And I was just like, okay. And he didn't see nobody had saw the pictures of the car.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the picture of the car, he was like, oh fuck, never mind. I was just like, bro.
I remember the photos of the car was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I asked you. I was like, bro, is your car gone? You were like, yeah, 100%. You said like, there's no way of getting it back. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was. Well, I remember you. That is a near-death experience.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you've ever had? A legit one.
A legit one. I think so. Yeah. I wouldn't count the time where I got kidnapped. Like not kidnapped, but
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Like,
sorry, there's a fly.
Yeah, I know. Battering, fucking dickhead. Don't tell him my boy,
what?
bro. I don't know, bro.
Fucking hell. No, but I think that's a real thing that like, I was like really taken back. I was really shocked. Like I was really like, oh wow, like that shouldn't. I know. Sorry, man. But oh fucking hell. But it was like, the car was ruined.
Oh yeah.
Like completely ruined.
Yeah. I went back the next day.
Did you?
Took pictures.
To the place.
Not to the car crash, but the police took it to like like
pound like sort of thing like
type of shit. Yeah. And I went back there and I recovered like the majority of my stuff. I lost a Canadian lighter, so I only have one left now. And I lost my aux cable, which is fine. And I think that was the only thing I lost.
You had your AirPods, didn't you?
I had my AirPods in there. I came back and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna lose.
Someone could have stole those.
Yeah, I had my dual pods in there, my dual charger, bro. The first thing I fucking went.
Smokes been said.
The first thing, genuinely, it's gonna sound crazy. The first thing that I went for when I went in there, and the first thing I saw was like my actual dual pods, and I was like, oh my god, bro. I was like, thank fuck, because I was just like, I can't lose them, bro.
Yeah.
I need my dual.
That's sad.
I know.
You know that.
Nicotine addiction is real, bro. I
told you don't smoke nicotine. I was like literally don't.
It's
don't
awful,
smoke
bro.
cigarettes because
I've tried
used
quitting
to.
juul so many times. I'm just like, fuck it, man.
I'm glad I gave up.
At least I'm not getting fucking tar in my body by smoking cigs.
Yeah.
So that's the bright side.
Yeah, but you don't know what happens with vapes, so do you?
Yeah, I know. That's the thing is we're pretty much guinea pigs, bro.
Yeah, basically.
We're guinea pigs.
No, but like going back to the car crash, I remember telling people in work, and they were like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Oh fuck." One of the boys in work, he said to me, he was like, "Have you seen it?" I was like, "No, I literally went to the toilet."
Is that CN?
Yeah. We went. I went into the toilet, and it was the first time we put a photo up of the car because he was like, "Have you seen the car?" I was like, "No, not at all." Fucking ran it. I was like, holy shit. I rang you then straight away. I was like, are you good? And you were like, yeah, I'm good, man. And I think I saw you, how many days afterwards? 2 days?
I don't know.
It wasn't long after, but I remember you being like, mate, you were like, because that was at the time when we started filming and we started going out a bit more this year, and we were going, like just chilling out a bit more. But that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I remember I've never been in a car crash. I've nearly been ran over.
So like surreal.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna say like, you know those couple of like.
Those couple of seconds feel like forever, but
in
those forever moments, it's a sense of panic.
Yeah.
Because
were you genuine like? Yeah.
When you feel like you've lost control of something that you had control of.
Yeah.
And the consequence is death.
Yeah.
For losing control.
Yeah.
And those seconds where it lasts forever to you, psychologically.
Yeah.
I can't say the word. It genuinely it's a sense of like terror, like guilt.
What was when you first like woke up, when you first like gained consciousness again? What was it like? Were you kind of like?
I was just pissed.
No, but yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna say, were you angry?
I was pissed. I was really pissed because everything around me. Because I think that. This is going to sound deep, but in those moments where you accept that you're going to fucking die, you kind of let go of everything. Like, in those seconds, those split seconds, they feel like forever, but in those seconds where I genuinely felt I was going to die, I was just like, okay. And then I wake up, and I'm completely unharmed.
Did you,
I'm I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you think that, like, when it happened, when you blacked out and when you came around, like, how long do you think you blacked out for?
I have no idea.
That's weird. Is it weird losing time? Like, you lost time then?
Nah, I don't care.
No, but I mean, you lost complete consciousness and you lost complete knowing
I
of what
imagine my
happened.
time when I was there, it was just me rolling around, just in the car, or just me shuffling until I stopped for like a few seconds and then.
No. Fuck, man.
And I can't imagine it would have been a long period of time till I woke up, because by the time I woke up, I saw a car pulling up to come help me.
Yeah.
So, and it was obviously on a road.
Yeah.
So if there's cars behind me as well,
Yeah.
I know that I didn't black out for a
Do you
long
reckon
time.
anyone saw it?
Nobody saw it, I asked.
Fuck. Imagine that, man.
Yeah, nobody saw it.
Have you ever seen like a car like topple like in real life, not on like Facebook or YouTube or anything?
Nah.
Man, I've never been in a car crash, but I've nearly got ran over. I nearly got ran over once, and I mean like legit. And I remember being really fucking scared. I remember I was crossing by the Kingsway in town, and it was when they had the bendy buses in. Do you remember the bendy buses? So I had my music in. And I remember, I always made like a mental note to be like, look both ways when I have music in. Yeah. Like most of the time.
I think everybody does that, yeah.
And I looked, and then I stepped out to the road, and I mean it, as soon as I stepped out the road, a taxi came flying around the corner.
Terrifying.
And it went like across my chest, and I remember being like,
oh my
like that.
God.
So I fell back, and I was like, there was a woman on the other side that I heard scream like from the other side. She was like, wait, like that. And I remember being like, I was down on the floor, and she came over. She was like, are you right? I was like, yeah. I remember being like, I got up, and I remember I got on the bus then, because the bus came, because that's when I got on the bus. And I remember sitting down, I remember shaking, being like, oh, fucking... Because I felt the taxi just brush past me.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but it was like within like...
Just inches
away.
away.
Yeah, literally. And I remember being like, I was like, oh, fuck, I could have died then. It's like, oh...
You're
like,
lucky your foot doesn't get trapped under the wheel.
Because it was... I literally stepped down, and it went like that, so I was leaning more forward. I remember being fucking scared. I went to go see one of my friends, and he was like, you right? I was like, nope. Fucking shit myself. You know when you went to the hospital then? So what did you do? Like, you did all the fucking tests, or like, did they do in the electrical stuff sometimes?
No, it was just reflexes tests.
Oh, right, okay. Because sometimes in stuff like that, they give like the shock, not shock treatment, but they give a thing of like where they shoot pulses up your legs, like.
No.
Fucking hell. That's terrifying.
I know.
I was like, all right, because I like, not to be selfish, but I did think, and I indulged in not indulge. That's the wrong term to use, but I thought about you dying. Literally, I was like, oh fuck, like I was like, oh that like.
It just shows you like not to be anything, but it's like it
goes
mad.
quick.
I swear down. I obviously I was speeding up, but like if that fox wasn't there, that wouldn't have happened.
No.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
And the policeman was like,
yeah, but they dicks.
I'm run over the fox. I'm just like, man. I'm just like, in those moments, people don't fucking think. Just go, oh, there's a fox. You instant reaction is to avoid something that's in front of you that's blocking you.
Yeah.
It's oh man, like.
Did your parents say the same? Did your parents run over?
I'm just like, man, like, all right then. I'd be like, you be in my shoes. You would fucking avoid the thing, because when there's an object that suddenly appears in your way, your first thing is to avoid it, because your brain isn't quick enough to react with how fat or how big the mass of this object is. If you crash into it, you're gonna think that you're gonna plummet.
Yeah.
So no, fuck that. I ain't running a fox over, man. Fuck that shit, bro. No, I remember. So dumb.
Because I remember, because people said to me like in work, they're like, why didn't you run over? I'm like,
right then.
Sometimes you would move.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just you don't. You can't.
I ain't a killer, bro.
Shut up.
I ain't a killer, but
don't talk like that. Jesus, I hate when you talk like that.
But my gang, my shooters,
Please stop.
I got
Stop. You remember after you watched Top Boy for like a couple of episodes, you started talking to me like that. I remember being like, shut up. Man. I hate when people do that. I hate it. I know you do it as a total joke. I know. But I mean, I remember like there's people that I've known like over the years, like from all over the world, that have like just changed their accents just for some reason. I'm like, why are you speaking like that?
My accent is just...
Your accent changed. People said that when we first started filming the podcast.
My accent's changed.
They were like, where the fuck is he from? I was like, it's a Welsh and North American like mix.
Yeah,
so it's a weird. You've got a weird twang. I've got a weird twang, but because it's a Welshy accent. I didn't realise how Welsh it is when remember when we used to work together. Yeah. When you're on the phone, a lot of people are like, oh, are you from Wales? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, my cousin's from Wales. I'm like,
sick.
Okay. Cheers, man. There's no need for you to tell me. Bro, we should do this one day. We should talk about weird things because you don't have to say names. You don't have to say where we work. But
really funny calls.
I remember someone mentioning fuck, what was it? It was a TV show I was watching. I remember a guy talking about it on there, and he was saying about one of the weirdest calls he ever had was a woman was on the phone to him talking about like getting the rubbish sorted in her home, in her estate or something like that.
Right.
And she went, "Oh, the thing is, I can't lift up," because it was like recording, like over the call. It gave consent to it.
Right.
Oh, I can't lift up the bins because I've had 2 C-sections. The guy was on the phone like, wait, what? Like, why are you telling me that you've had 2 C-sections? Very, very personal information
what are
to give.
C-sections?
When you don't know C-sections?
No.
You know when people are pregnant and they basically can't give birth due to complications through like the vagina, they literally cut the bottom of the stomach open and take out the baby that way.
Right, okay.
Do you not know about that?
I didn't know that.
Fuck, man, that is brutal. And they have like stitches.
I know that I know that happens, but I didn't know it was called that.
Yeah, it's a C-section. But I remember watching the TV show being like, why would you indulge that type of information? We should do that one day.
Yeah, we should.
Talk about weird calls
Funny
that we've had.
Yeah.
That was, oh man, it was fucking... that was not a funny call that I fucking rang you though. I shit myself.
Yeah.
I remember telling my parents, they were like, "Is he alright?" I'm like, "No, I don't know. I don't really know." Because you were like,
Still don't know.
But you got the results back, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that's a sort of a good thing. It's no severe brain damage.
I ain't suddenly like
Careful.
Shit.
Careful with how.
I ain't suddenly
mentally challenged.
No.
There we go.
Mentally challenged.
I
haven't had severe brain damage to the fact where it's affected my
You're not ever
general
a disability.
thinking. Yeah, I haven't gained a disability because of it. So
we've made this sound very weird for no reason.
We're not. I don't want to say like.
Yeah, of course. You don't have to.
Yeah,
but I thought it was a Dropout.
Man, I sometimes like I know the people that watch it are people who are like. They're mainly from people from your work. I think the people that watch it are from your work. At least from my understanding, the people that say that they listen to it, right?
Yeah.
So
it was all positive though.
Yeah, no. That's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. I don't want to say the R word, but I would normally say like certain words that I feel like I can't say because of the people that watch it.
I don't think you should. Yeah, but that's the thing. We haven't really changed what we've said on the podcast. That's what we said from the beginning. Like, but
Fuck you.
Sorry, man. I try and catch it like. Have you seen that Obama video? He catches a fly in an interview.
Nah.
Oh,
but he's a lizard, bro.
No. What?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
I
love Obama.
He was in an interview like this, and you're talking. Sorry, I'll put my leg down. He was talking like this. And he goes, "Wait, just wait there." To the guy asking him a question, he just goes like that. You're not. Did you get it?
Nah.
I think it failed mine.
I think there's another.
You missed what I said though.
I hate when I cry. No. You went like that.
Yeah,
or some shit, yeah.
But and then he flicked it off.
He's the man, bro.
Yeah,
but I follow Obama.
How weird is it that they went from Obama to Donald Trump? That was the total opposite of each other.
Yeah.
That is fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. What is crazy? You haven't seen you've seen the news. Coronavirus has come out. Oh, there's someone that's been affected in Swansea.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So they've basically said on like Wales Online, they've basically said that it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
2020 is fucked already.
We lost Kobe too.
And Pop Smoke.
And Caroline Flack.
Crazy. The Caroline Flack one was really sad.
Yeah.
I remember because did you see what her mum posted after she passed away?
Nah.
Bro. She posted she sent her mother a message that she was going to put up to the public, like, I think a week or a couple of days before she passed away. And her, like, basically someone in her publicist team just thought it wasn't a good idea to upload it because of, obviously, the accusations. Sorry, man. Yeah. But she was basically advised not to upload it. But then after she passed away, it was, like, saying, like, how she'd been accused and how it was a mistake and she's really sorry and that she really doesn't know how to deal with, like, being this sad. She's like lost her life, her livelihood and everything, and then she fucking committed suicide a couple of days afterwards. That's so horrible, and it's such a sad thing because She was such a beloved woman in the public eye, especially in because it wasn't such a big thing in the US, was it? It was massive in the UK.
Yeah.
Like the UK, like the outpour that was from
people know her in the UK.
Yeah.
Even if I know her, like
yeah,
I'm sure
I don't like nothing like to be whatever. I don't watch TV.
I
don't follow her on Instagram, but I
everybody knows
she's a household name.
Everybody knows these certain like
people
in the UK.
Kobe, like even in the UK, so like Ant and Dec.
Yeah.
Jeremy Kyle.
Whereas in America, you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like the thing with Kobe, that was fucking crazy. That was and his daughter, who was 13 years old. How sad is that, man? 13 years old, and in seconds, he was texting.
And obviously all the other lies.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
no
disrespect.
There was I think there was a baseball player or baseball coach there.
Yeah,
some other kid. There was another child there.
It's fucking
obviously
crazy.
The pilot.
But it was the did you see the memorial thing?
Yeah, I saw Michael Jordan's speech. I saw
do you see his wife?
I saw his wife's speech. I saw
that's sad as fuck. That's really sad.
Shaq.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
the wife one. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how the fuck is she getting through this? Imagine
she was strong. She's so strong.
It was like legit. Like I was like sitting there, like I'm not even afraid to say this. I was sitting there being like, oh wow, like that really touched me, and I was like really taken back. I was really upset.
It touched me too. Like it's sad
because again, we don't watch basketball, and most people don't watch basketball that knew Kobe Bryant, and that's why he was such a big influence, is because he transcended across every platform.
Everyone,
Do you know what I mean? And he was so popular with rappers. He's referenced in so many rap songs.
Yeah.
There's a fucking
He's referenced in video games, bro. Like people to this day, I remember being back in like Modern Warfare, playing Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, all that shit, and like any game that was like an FPS throwing grenades. I remember like whenever you would throw a grenade in a game, you'd be like Kobe, and then if you got somebody, you'd be like yeah.
People do that. People do that when they throw their rubbish in the bin.
Yeah, exactly, man. He is so he's such a big impact on like this culture and
he was
a cultural icon.
Do you know what he was doing before he passed away?
What?
He was texting a friend to sort out a girl's like college like tuition. How crazy is that? Like one of his friends in the memorial said like he died like minutes after doing what he was renowned for doing, and that was helping out people and being such a helpful person. I remember being like, oh fuck, like that was like, oh fuck, that's hard to listen to. Do you know what I mean? And did you see Jimmy Fallon? Jimmy Fallon was crying his eyes out.
I haven't seen that now.
He was heartbroken, and fucking it was so sad to see, like, you know, like basketball players, they've got like a facade of like being fucking athletes. Do you know what I mean? They're just weeping, and that's like, of course, and it was just weird to be sitting there being like, oh shit, that was in the first 2 months of 2020.
Yeah.
We've lost Kobe Bryant. Pop Smoke, that was fucking mad. He was 20 years old.
Yeah. Obviously, we haven't had a podcast about it either.
No.
But we do have a podcast about it, but it'll come after. But we have one for Juice WRLD too.
Yeah, exactly.
I really wanted to talk about Juice WRLD like as soon as it happened, because like Juice WRLD is like he's like one of like what he was like. Well, he still is. He's one of my favorite artists of
we both
all time.
Yeah, we both really enjoy Juice WRLD's music.
Well, I love this. Like I love Juice WRLD's music, and I loved the guy too. Like I genuinely loved him. And I was like, when he died, I was. Oh man, it's just like it's such like a shock each time.
And it was such a shame. Like he was so young again. Like that's the thing. Like it's such a. I was saying to my girlfriend, I was like, all the generations of the rappers like nowadays are dying.
In this generation,
they're dying.
This generation of like I'd say like late 2000s, like 2016s, 2015s, 2014s. These like actual artists that came outstanding artists that have made it from platforms and apps and stuff like that, and made it to mainstream media and news and radio. These artists like that are in their 20s, like, younger than 27 is like the max. They're all dead, bro. They're all dying. They're all dying, rather. And it's like
I couldn't believe like when, because it was such a shock, like, because as bad as it's, I've said this, and I think I've said this in a podcast before, or I'm willing to say it again. The Little Peep situation was sad and it was very heartbreaking, but everyone was very aware that he was doing drugs. Like, you know what I mean? He was doing pills. He was very drugged up, and when Juice went, it was kind of like, oh fuck, we didn't see him going. Like it was something like, and like X, the way he lived his life with fucking, you know.
The thing is with X is like, if you're gonna be talking about like Peep, X, and Juice here,
crazy.
With Peep, like, his death is related because of did he get laced?
Yeah, technically.
He got laced, and that's something like, even though you're doing drugs, you don't really like, you shouldn't have to
double check.
You're being lit like that. He got killed. He got killed by someone who laced that shit, and then with
like that's the thing. I don't want to cause any disrespect. I don't want to make it sound like it was disrespectful. I'm just saying that.
No.
It was a crazy lifestyle that they were living.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then with X is like, this kid was just going to buy a fucking motorbike, bro.
But you've got to understand the context behind, like,
you shouldn't have to worry about that if you're famous.
Yeah, but that's the number one thing you have to worry about.
But that's the point. Is just that if you look back to it, it's just these people are killing for money. That's fucking stupid. It's retarded. It's so retarded. Yeah. It shouldn't have. You shouldn't. Bro, he was just going to buy a motorbike, and then he gets shot by people who look that he has an expensive car, and it's just like crazy. It's like, man, can people not even like buy what they fucking want if you have the money for it?
The Pop Smoke one was weird for me, because I was like talking about him the day before he died, and I remember distinctively speaking about him. I was talking about him to my missus, and I was like,
that's such a shock.
I was like, he's gonna be massive. He's younger than me. He looks older. He fucking his music is sick. He had a big influence. He's very heavily influenced by the style of music.
First time I hear him, I'm not gonna.
Do you know that?
Drill? Yeah, no, I do.
So he's all of them lot are influenced by that, and he's dead. I saw his Instagram post the day before of him like flexing when he was in LA. That's what.
You know, why he was in LA. He was on break.
He was on tour.
In March.
Crazy.
And that's like.
But he texted his girlfriend prior, which is a bit weird. I don't know if it's being locked into or anything, but he texted his girlfriend prior to be like, leave the apartment in Brooklyn and just make sure you're safe. Like, how weird is that? That's a bit creepy. That was like one of the last texts she had of him, and then next couple of days he dies. But people were saying that it was down to his friend, because he put up a photo of the house number that they were staying at in the Airbnb in Los Angeles, and people ran up then and then killed him. But it was only Pop Smoke that died, which is weird. When there was 2 individuals in that house, it was him and his friend.
Such a stretch, bro.
Like, did you see what Blueface said? He was a fucking idiot.
No.
He basically put up like, make sure you check in with the right people when you come into LA, and people were like, mate, you shouldn't have to check in. Like, it's not that deep anymore. Like,
man, like what?
But some people do live that life. And
that's the thing. To a point, I think what he's saying is. That is what he's like, and he's saying that's what's happening.
Because he didn't mean it disrespectfully.
It's stupid that it is like that.
Yeah.
It is stupid that clearly it is happening, because otherwise it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, so it happens. LA is fucking mad. LA is crazy. People die all the time in LA.
Yeah.
Literally from gang related shit. Like it's crazy. Like there's not that big of a thing in Wales, is there? Really, in Swansea especially, but in London there's a lot of stuff that happens in London. A lot. Like you can be in one street, and then 2 streets down, someone's getting stabbed. Yeah. It's like, I remember when I was coming back from Brixton, I went to McDonald's on the corner, and I remember we got food and everything like that. We left and went to the tube, and then when I was on the tube, so when we went on the underground, obviously you lose reception. I come back up. My mum texted me, "Are you in that McDonald's in Brixton?" I said, "No, left on the bus." That was all I said, because I was fucking knackered. It was after like a day of training. She's like, she sends me a link. A guy had just been stabbed. Damn. And I mean, like I was like, wait, that was about half an hour, 45 minutes after we had left, me and my friend Nicole, when we were in London, and I was like, fuck me. Like, I could have seen, like, could have been there. I was there minutes ago, and I remember being like, I was like, oh,
did I tell you, I saw somebody get shot.
You spoke about that on the podcast. That was fucking... Yeah, did you... Because obviously not going into anything, but I mean... Since the crash, have you had anything that's like kind of been like?
I for the first few days I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I still can't really sleep. Like last night I went to bed like 5 a.m.
Is it?
Probably something like that. Yeah.
It's just due to like being anxious, isn't it? Really.
No, not even anxiety. I get anxious normally, like any human, but like.
Yeah.
I think what it is, not to
self-indulge.
No, that's not the word. Overexpose here. Or overshare.
Oh right, yeah.
But I also stopped taking my antidepressants and anti-anxiety like around the same time as Crash.
Yeah.
And I took them for like maybe 3 months, so I could be also having the effects of that. Like just weird,
that's possible.
Mood swings and so that might be why I'm sleeping late. But I don't know. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Because like it was like that was a genuine concern of mine afterwards. I knew that you were physically okay, but brain injuries can come on.
One thing I want to mention, and I want to mention, are we going to wrap up soon?
You're good to go. I think I know what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's good because it should be mentioned because the thing is that
joke man.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait
but no, stop talking like that because it's not funny because it's serious.
That's
because
funny.
because I there's people that
serious allegations, but like
but it's due to me as well because as your friend.
Did you send?
No, I didn't get to send anything, but I would, and I don't care if they were to watch it.
Okay.
I don't really care.
No, we ain't gonna mention names.
No, we don't have to mention names. But I'm saying, if you have a problem with my friend, I have a problem with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't like people. Yeah, I got you. But go on, because it's not like I'm not saying like exposed. But I'm saying
right. So basically, I have these people that don't like me, and
I was chatting shit then. By the way, sorry,
I have these people that just don't like me. Used to be very close with these people.
Yeah,
right?
That's it.
May have had relations with one of these people, right? Basically, ever since like that ended, how long ago? Maybe 2 years ago. I can't even remember. There has just been like this accusation that can I just say it blatantly?
Cushion it a little bit.
That I was not nice to my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
In the sense that I.
Nothing illegal.
Physically, yeah. No, that's what they're accusing me of, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they're accusing me of physically mean to my ex, which is not fucking true. Anyway, like it's not true, and that's what she said. And then there's been no proof. And okay. Anyway, the point is that right out of the blue, like after the car crash, like
car accident.
Car accident. These people, and one of them used to be my friend, who recently didn't become my friend.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, I stopped talking to this girl for like a week. I would sometimes just miss her FaceTime calls and not respond to her text for days, just because I do that to everyone, not specifically to her. I just air people, not because I'm a prick, but because, alright, I'm a prick. But I don't, I air people, I don't specifically like go out and be like, I'm gonna air them, but I don't respond when I'm like, I don't know, not in the mindset to respond to people. So I didn't respond to this girl for like a week, and she would ring me and I wouldn't answer and shit like that, and we would go occasions where we were talking every day.
Yeah.
And this person originally was my ex's friend.
Yeah.
Childhood friend, FYI. And out of the blue she sends me like this text, this real formal, weird, all my friends are like, it's hilarious, and it's funny as fuck, this weird text being like, how I'm not your friend and stuff like that. I was like, right, okay, like, is there like reason why? And then she was going on about how like I don't have to give you an explanation. I'm just like, that's not, why are you coming at me like that? Like, come at me sideways. And I'm just like, well, you kind of do. You just come in to me randomly, sending me saying my friend out of the blue when we've been speaking for like a year and a half maybe.
As friends, like, obviously. Yeah.
So my friend tweets something which was like it was like which is my old alias, Rua's SoundCloud track list or something like that as a joke, and one of them as a joke was beating my girlfriend as a joke. We joke about it now because it's so, look at me, bro, I'm bones, bro, like I don't who anyway, who am I beating, bro? Anyway, so my friend makes a joke like that, and the girl who used to be my friend suddenly tweets about me. Even though she said that she will keep it off the internet. I'm just like, okay. It's a weird thing to mention, but but she tweets about me, and it's like a list of things that like I have done, and who I am. I don't respond to it. Like, I guess I'm responding to it now because you're a joke man. Anyway, so I don't respond to it, and all my friends are kind of like, we're all joking about it and they're responding to it. I tweeted a picture of like a can of Stella, like it's stock images. But like the reason I'm mentioning it is because like it's insane to me how people are like, it's been 2 years and you guys are still like looking at my social media and shit like that. And it was only less than 24 hours after a car crash, bro. And you can see, you're trying to kick a man down when he's low. I wasn't low when I caught like car crash. I was pissed that I died. That I didn't die. I wasn't low. So it's just like, they're just, man, these people, bro. And the thing is, this girl who accused me of like physical abuse to a girl, also tweeted my friend my friend who replied to tweets. I didn't ask any of my friends to defend me, by the way, but they just jumped in. Yeah. Like I can't control my fucking friends. But she jumped in and she was like saying some shit like that, and then the girl replied who accused me of beating my ex. She threatened my friend with physical violence as well. So I'm just like, are you dumb?
Yeah,
like
a bit weird.
Like what? It's just like, bro, I can't believe these people actually exist and they're all.
Because that's the thing, because it's on a social media, through social media, there is no need. If they actually don't like you, the only thing that you need to do is don't follow them. Bro, they're tweeting to people that don't. Yeah. Nobody cares. Yeah. And the thing is, nobody cares about their tweets because everybody knows me. Who they're tweeting to, I obviously we don't have the same like fucking fault, but nobody cares, bro. No. Nobody cares. No. What you're accusing me of is just like nobody. I do not have the physical capabilities to do anything. Exactly. But that's the thing, and it was good that you fucking spoke about it because they're idiots, and that is literally the main thing to go away from. And it's funny.
It's hilarious. Like I hope, honestly, if they are,
I hope they won't.
I was gonna say to you, I'm hoping that they see this, and I'm hoping that you respond in some way, just so I can laugh. No, I'm not even.
You don't even want to respond because there's no need. But listen, as an adult, you can literally just go back and go.
This is my response to you. I don't care. Leave me alone.
That's I think
you're all jokes. Like you're just jokes, bro.
All right. They are a joke, but I think that is the perfect way to end this podcast.
Yeah.
But basically, slightly.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Bitch. You're lucky I won't drop a diss track on you, bro.
Shut up. That was a joke.
Suck my dick.
Please stop, because you're gonna make this into a weird YouTube. This is supposed to be a podcast that we listen to.
Yeah. True.
Fuck's sake. But thank you very much for listening to Dropout Podcast, and
follow the Instagram.
Follow the Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube, the Dropout Podcast, and then also on Instagram is the.dropout.podcast. Follow us on there, and follow us our individual Instagrams, THEO Gordon 250199, and yours is Liam.pictures. Am I right?
Yeah, bro.
There we go.
Right, so throw it to me for the ending.
No, goodbye. I hate you so much.